Hello everybody, this is Kish. I hope you have an amazing day. Sorry for not uploading in a while, but today I'm going to be reacting to the new Minecraft mobs, or the new mob vote. I've never watched these videos in my life. This is all new to me. Let's just begin. The secret egg.
Tiny Agnes, did you teach chickens how to lay eggs underwater?
Not yet.
That's a weird question.
They look ancient.
These are sniffer eggs. I thought they were extinct.
What kind of chicken is that?
Oh, they aren't
I don't know, something about that looks a bit off. Like, it looks like a bush. Like, I don't know, it looks like a moving bush.
birds at all. The sniffer is an ancient mob.
Were they plant experts?
They loved plants and found seeds by...
I thought the yellow thing was its head. But apparently it's his nose. So I don't know if it has a head. This creature seems a bit weird looking. And it doesn't really seem to be doing anything.
Sniffing the ground in the most adorable way.
With all of these eggs, I bet we can help them thrive in the overworld once again.
And maybe even get some new plants. If the community votes for the sniffer, that is.
Exactly.
So, it goes into the ground and gives new plants, or makes new plants, or seeds come out and that makes new plants? I don't know, it doesn't really seem to be useful. I mean, the plants may be useful, but the mob itself doesn't actually seem to be useful. And it seems to be weird looking.
Will the sniffer get to roam the overworld again? You have 24 hours to cast your vote starting on October the 14th, noon, Eastern Daylight Time.
Okay, time for the second one. The mystery in the mines. Now, from the title, I would say this one's gonna be like, I don't know, like some sort of like underground mob. But I'm hoping it's better than the last mob, because the last one seemed to be a bit useless and a bit weird.
Is this where you saw the new mob?
There it is.
Oh, that's a rascal.
Is it hostile?
Why on earth is it looked green?
Just a little mischievous. It lives underground and loves playing hide and seek.
So do I, especially after lunch.
An enchanted pickaxe for us.
Oh, what the...
Okay, so it's a mob that loves playing hide and seek when it's a bush underground. Like, that thing does not look like it should be underground. It literally looks like a bush. So did the other mob, actually. So far, it seems like these things are about bushes. And we're not even cool bushes, we don't have flowers on them or anything. We're just, like, plain green bushes. Well, if this one has a backpack and is giving you items, seems a bit weird.
Lovely gift. This must be a prize for finding it 3 times.
If the community vote for the rascal, we can keep this game of hide and seek going forever.
So if you find it 3 times, it gives you items. So I wonder, like, what would be the thing for finding it? Like, how would you know if you found it? Like, do you stare at it? Or does it, like, make a sound when you find it? I don't know, it seems a bit weird. And also, yeah, it's a massive green thing on the ground. I think it would be pretty easy to find.
Will the rascal find its way into Minecraft's mines? You have 24 hours to cast your vote, starting...
I just thought something. I think that's supposed to be like a moss creature from the lush caves. I just thought about that because the lush caves are filled with moss and greens and yellows. So I think that thing is going to be like a lush cave mob. I feel so smart right now. Well, that was just a green thing in the cave with a backpack on.
October the 14th, noon, Eastern Daylight Time.
Personally, it seems like the last two mobs didn't really seem to be that different from each other. I mean, they were both green and they both gave you something. Well, let's just see what the last mob is. Okay, time for the last one. The case of the missing statues. That seems like a real title. Well, let's hope it's not green. Okay, that just looks like a reskinned iron or copper golem. Like it's small, it has like the same body structure. Looks the same.
I didn't realize Tiny Woo was such an art collector.
Is this a statue or a hat holder?
I think it's both. You never know with contemporary pieces.
Yeah, that just looks like a reskinned copper golem.
It's alive!
Art!
Wait a minute. Damon's bee?
Tough golems! I had only heard rumors about the statue that comes alive.
That explains the hats moving. They can hold an item and move around your base.
If players vote for the tough golem, we can open.
So, it's a reskinned copper golem that moves stuff around. That doesn't really seem to be useful in any way. I've never wanted a thing to move stuff around for me in Minecraft. Like, was never really a problem I had. Well, if you could control at what time it does it, that might be useful, but I don't really think it would be all that useful if it does it randomly. And also, it just looks like a reskinned copper golem. It doesn't seem to be all that useful too.
An art exhibition.
Will tough golems freeze, awaken, only to freeze again in Minecraft?
So they freeze and stuff. That's kind of the main thing for the copper golems, that they oxidized. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, they just seem to be different looking copper golems. And I don't know how I feel about that.
You have 24 hours to cast your vote starting on October the 14th, noon, Eastern Daylight Time.
Okay, so I was waiting a little bit to think about it. And in my opinion, I'm voting for the Rascal. Because the first mob, I forget what it's called, but I don't really think the first mob really had anything that interesting. You know, it sniffed the ground and it gave you some new plants. In my opinion, that's not really useful in any way. And the the tough golem, it kind of just seemed to be a different copper golem. There didn't really seem to be anything new about it except it moves things. Yeah, so I'm definitely voting for the Rascal because at least that provides something. Like you find it 3 times, you get a prize. And enchanted iron pickaxe and stuff, that seems to be a decent prize. And I don't know, it just seems like these mobs and this mob vote were a bit weak. Like the last mob vote, I believe, had like I believe it was the last mob vote. They had like the frost wizard or something that would drop ace and stuff. Which I mean, it didn't win, but at least they had strong mobs. And this mob vote, they kind of all seem to be weak and not that good. The only thing I could really find to be useful for the force mob, which, like, if the plants did something super cool, then I could see why you would want to have it. But other than that, I don't really see any reason to have it. Because when I play Minecraft, I'm not thinking, oh man, I want some new plants. It's not really a thought I have. So I'm voting. I'm going to vote for the rascal. Well, I guess this is done for this video. Well, if you liked this video, you can leave a thumbs up. If you really, really liked it, you can press the subscribe button. If you really, really, really liked it, you can press the notification bell. I hope you have an amazing day. Goodbye!